Hope you like that. Mike from Jacket here again to do another In My Honest Opinion. This time I'm doing a TV show though called The 100. I wonder if I should put my jacket on for this. Now I want to put out there a little disclaimer that anything that I say that I believe might be a little spoilerish, I will put a little thing that says spoiler. Even the tiny little spoilers where people don't think they're ruining something, but then they just say wait till the last 5 minutes and just see how crazy it gets, because in the whole movie you're just thinking, or TV show you're just thinking about how that's gonna happen. I hate that shit. This lighting, oh my god, I look like I was in a fire. I'm sorry to everyone who's been in a fire. Now I'm talking about the show The 100, which is a CW show. I'll just say the bottom line, I like the show. I like the show quite a bit. Now the basic premise of the show is Earth has been destroyed by nuclear warfare. Go figure. The remaining people have fled to space and have lived up there for about 100 years, and they take 100, the 100, of their criminals and send them down to Earth to see if it is habitable. And things happen. I'm a big fan of the writing. The characters that they have made are neither really good or bad. Now there's some people at the very beginning who you think are really bad, but then in like 2 or 3 more episodes you start to see a little more humanizing element in them. It's nice having more realistic characters instead of just I'm gonna destroy the world or I wanna kill everybody. There's a cool thing that they do where they have a parallel story going on where you have the 100 on Earth and then you have the rest of the people that are up on the space station who are just living and just doing what people on space stations do. And it's nice to see how things down on Earth affect people up here and other people up here affect people down on Earth. So if you're wondering what kind of show it is, obviously the subject matter is going to make it dramatic. It's a drama. There's not really a lot of room for comedy in this show. They have little moments here and there and a few quirky characters, but for the most part it is drama. So you have the drama, there is action, you have political sort of, I guess, drama. One of the things they encounter when they get down on Earth is what they call the grounders, which you may be able to piece together is people who actually did live through this nuclear, wasteland essentially. Well, it's not a wasteland because it's a jungle. This nuclear area, what do I call this? The place where nukes had once been. They had lived and they've survived in this wilderness and everything else. When they first encounter them, they come off as they come across almost ninja-like in a way, because they're very quick, you don't really see them, they're in trees, they're swooping down, they're like shadows, and they're really accurate with their arrows and their spears and everything else. But I'm really happy they didn't go too far in that direction where they became too like mythical or mystical or whatever you want to say. It's just nice because that seems to be an element that happens in a lot of shows where you have something and then they have to keep trying to up what they've done. And they are kind of very barbaric and tribal, so there is this this medicines and these poisons and everything else. So it seems like something or it seems like an area where they could get into some sort of mystical voodoo, maybe not voodoo, but some sort of tribal magic, so to speak. And then there has been none of that. I haven't seen any of that. And like I said, I'm only a third of the way through, but I don't see it going too far in that direction. Now, there's been no evidence of it going that way. I don't think anyone would turn into a pterodactyl and then start attacking all the 100. At least I hope not. If I had to say if there's anything I dislike about the show, it would have to be that they don't let the big story moments really have the impact that it seems like they should. This is hypothetical. Say something happening at the end of an episode that's big to the story in some fashion. The next episode starts and everyone's like, oh yeah, that was crazy. And then they kind of just move on from there and you don't really see how it affects the characters so much. Once again, I'm going to have another recommendation. The 100, I like the show. I'm getting really hooked into the show. It's affected me in that way where I'm sitting down and watching an episode and I know I have stuff to do and I have actual life responsibilities, and then I just sit down and I'm watching 4 or 5 episodes. If you like the sci-fi sort of genre and you can look past some of the lower production things like the CG, if you like that sort of stuff, definitely check it out. It's on Netflix. There's 1 season, it's 13 episodes. The second season is going to end up being 16 episodes. They're 40-minute episodes too, I didn't mention that. So it's not a huge commitment, so it's something that you can watch a couple episodes of and you'll get caught up pretty quickly. That's really all I have to say. Oh my god, look at that thing. It's like there's a musket ball stuck in my skin. Should I have done the whole thing back here? Now I look like Washington. Oh wow, my mustache really